I sold my business for 9 figures, twice. Want to know how much value I place on joining a mastermind? In this video, I'm gonna tell you. But before I do, if you like e-commerce and starting online businesses, take a second and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos each week, and unlike some creators, I'm not looking to sell you anything. I've actually built a business that's now a public company, and I'm just trying to support the next generation of entrepreneurs. So click subscribe, and I promise you, the e-commerce gods will smile upon you. Starting a business is hard and lonely. I get it. I've been there. There's no one to tell you what to do or how to start your business. But there's a ton of gurus out there sharing questionable advice, and it usually leads to you feeling like you need to buy their $1,000 course. You don't know what you don't know, and that's not your fault. So I get that a lot of entrepreneurs naturally feel the need to gather. But is gathering in online forums, Facebook groups, or masterminds the answer? Or could joining these groups actually do you more harm than good? In this next video clip, I chat with Melita. She owns and runs Q for Quinn, an e-commerce clothing brand that includes socks and other basics. She asked me this very question, and here's how the conversation went.
Is there anybody at the lower, lower revenue mark that you think will be helpful, or like any communities that I should dive into?
Oh, you're talking about entrepreneurial communities and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know of any ones that I would be like, you have to be here. I'll be honest, when we ran our company, we weren't part of any of these. I didn't join Andrew's group until after, because I went on his podcast and then he said, hey, you want to join our group too? And just like, oh, sure, I got time. I'll just play in there and answer questions. But I was never part of it before. We were too busy. And I think that's for us, at least for me, that was my experience, is that there's a lot of stuff out there, but you'll get 10x the return if you just work on your business and do stuff. The learnings can all be had if you just go do it. And the nuances of your own business are going to make those learnings that much more important, right? Because somebody else is going to tell you, who's selling, frogs. He's going to say like, oh no, you operationally, you have to do X, Y, and Z. And then some other guy who's selling, women's underwear is going to say something different. And you're going to be like, oh, I should be doing these things. They're 8-figure sellers. It's like, well, the nuances of your own business is so important. Right. They don't get it, right? And so it's easy to just spew it out and say like, oh, you should be doing X, Y, Z, look at me. And I think, our insecurities as entrepreneurs, that's the outcome of it, right? We all want to tell people how to run their business and to justify how we're running it. The truth is nobody knows what they're doing, right? Like 90%, including myself, when we're running a business, half the time we're like, we don't know what we're doing. We're trying. And that's all you have to do is just try. And sure, you can take some advice, but I would say there's like a balance, right? Don't go too heavy on, let me hear what other people are telling me about my business. If you have really specific questions, to then find somebody who might shed some light or be willing to kind of listen as you bounce ideas off of it. Like, am I thinking about this right? Like, what am I not seeing? Here's a problem. Here's what I think I should do. Like, where's my blind spot? Like, what am I not seeing? Does that make sense? And to me, that was the benefit of having a partner in the business, is being able to do that more than it was to say like, what should I do? Because I think as an entrepreneur, you need to know what to do. It's just whether you're right or wrong, or what you're missing, what you're not seeing, your blind spots. That's what I think is like more important for somebody to say, like, you're not thinking about this part of the business when you want to do that. And you're like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the answer is no. Like, I wasn't a part of anything. I don't think you have to be. Will it hurt? Probably not. Right? With anything, if you use it in moderation, as long as you're not on there day and night asking people how to run my, collectively run my business for me and give me all the answers. As long as you're not doing that, I think it's not bad. There are some good connections you can make in that space, and maybe find ways to collaborate with people. That ECF group is pretty decent, because it is a group of people, and you can say like, oh, hey, you do baby toys, I do baby clothing. You want to work together? But you can do that anyways. You can just go find those companies, and as long as there's something in it for them, they want to do it, right? And so you don't need those communities to do that.
There's no substitution for hard work. So while masterminds, forums, Facebook groups, they all sound like good ideas, you need to be careful with your time. The more time you spend asking others for advice, the less time you're actually working in your business. So while there may be opportunities to glean a few interesting nuggets now and then, the danger lies in wasting your time and not actually working. Remember that your competition doesn't sleep. They don't spend their time asking others how to run their business. They don't seek comfort amongst peers when things go wrong. And they certainly don't spend much time sharing their best secrets with strangers online. Your competition is working on their business to beat you, so you should be doing the same. And one way to make sure you're ahead of the competition is to understand how important channel mix is to your business. Selling everywhere, including on Amazon, sounds like a good idea. But is it? I've sold on Amazon for over 10 years. So watch this video here and I'll tell you why selling on Amazon might just be the worst thing for your business. Click on it now and I'll see you there. Remember to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.